Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football.
Okay, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Los Angeles Chargers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes Phillip Rivers in the Los Angeles Chargers offense. A disappointing Week 5 for the Chargers. That loss to Denver drops L.A. to 2-3 on the season. Phillip Rivers in that game, 211 yards passing, but no touchdowns and 2 interceptions. On the season for Rivers, interestingly, just 7 touchdown passes. And you look back to 2007, every year he's been between 26 and 33 touchdown passes. Very consistent, but this year on track to go below those numbers. And LA's offense struggling. 20th total offense in the NFL right now out of the 32 teams. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. We'll look now at our starting defense. And they're currently 21st, Charles, in the NFL against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Switzer on the return.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
A check on the numbers last week for Conner. 14 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Open man here is Gentry. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of the first down.
Chargers in good field position to start out, 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on first down. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
A gain of 32 that time.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those
trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They begin on the ground here with Conner. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you're running jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try and run forward with Conner. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Third down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On first down, Hodges. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. On second down, Conner looking for space. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. On 1st and 10 is Connor. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley, the rookie from Delaware. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. Here's James Conner now as he trots back onto the field. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them.
The drive will start with Connor. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hodges. And this is Moncrief for the catch. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. To throw on 2nd down. Hodges. That's complete to his running back, Connor. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On 3rd down, it's Connor. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Looking to throw. Hodges. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. He'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers, pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got?
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Got Gordon open, completes it. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense takes the field again here. As we discussed earlier, they are 1-4. All the quarterback woes that we talked about. The defense continues to be the strength of this team. In Week 5, getting 5 sacks, 3 interceptions in the loss against Baltimore. But gosh, you thought maybe this Steelers team was starting to get some traction Monday night, Week 4, when they took care of Cincinnati. But now back in the loss column, and things aren't going to get easier. They have to face the Chargers on the road in Week 6, and then they'll get a much-needed bye week in Week 7. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Back to throw. Hodges. He's going to rifle one deep. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run here with Connor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. So a late touchdown here just before the half, and that obviously changes the dynamic of this game.
Yeah, in a couple of ways, partner, because they've been shut out up until this point. So now at least they go into the locker room, and Uncle Mo may be creeping over to their side to talk to them a little bit. And second, they're right back in the football game, an extra point away from tying things up.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it was a touchdown run by James Conner that was the exclamation mark. A reminder coming up tomorrow night, Monday Night Football. It's the Packers' 2nd home primetime game in 3 weeks as they host their NFC North rivals, the Detroit Lions. Kickoff 8:15 Eastern, 7:15 Central. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll keep it on the ground again here. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. So thanks to the late touchdown, well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. On 1st and 10, Hodges. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
From the gun on 3rd down. Hodges. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Now Gordon on 1st down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. On 2nd down and 4. Rivers complete. Hunter Henry with the grab.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Able to get this to Gordon. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgler.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
James Conner and the Steelers ready to get their next drive going. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. 2nd and 3.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route started.
And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. To throw on 3rd down. Hodges, great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Conner on 1st down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. 2nd down coming up. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. They come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Conner on 1st down going nowhere as he's going to be stacked up behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, it's Conner, and he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, it's Snell. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Jatavis Brown there on the tackle. Here's Snell yet again. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
2nd and 6. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there. Offensively, several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down. Gordon, a Pro Bowler for the 2nd time last season, 885 yards, 10 touchdowns, and that was only in 12 games played a season ago. And he also switched jersey numbers in the offseason from 28 to 25, and 25, that's the number he wore when he was dominating the Big Ten college gridiron for the Badgers of Wisconsin. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The dump-off gets him only 1, and now you're looking at a 3rd down. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. Throwing Rivers. He completes it to Henry. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Toe bashed it. Super toe.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Looking to throw. Hodges is going to float this one deep. It's caught at the 10. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with counter. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Again, it'll be counter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Rivers and the Chargers now trailing 17-10, a minute 13 to play. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10. He's back to throw. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. This is where you learn a lot about rookie quarterbacks. How can they run that 2-minute drill? We're about to find out.
Yeah, and for them, it's not just proving it to guys like you and me watching the game and trying to beat a defense. It's proving it to their teammates that they can have the confidence in them when they line up in these situations.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Now a desperation. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Well, that gives them a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Steelers, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the home team here, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.